Oh, praise the king. Do not mind my mustache. I was trying to curl it up. Don't mind it. Um, yeah, man. I, I don't. I don't know. I just be thinking, you know, kind of backslid with the nicotine, but the nicotine is gone. It has vanished. I got rid of the nicotine because, yeah, it's not even something that I'm like used to. It's a habit, like, and that's the thing is it's just a habit that doesn't need to be there. Um, yeah, I feel like with the Epstein stuff, I feel like Epstein is a confusing topic that people are just trying to, well, the government is trying to put on us. So we are looking left, and we're everybody's just focused on the Epstein files and all that, which it doesn't. It, whoever went to Epstein's island, it doesn't matter. Why does it matter who went to Epstein's island? Why does that matter? It doesn't matter because how how can we change it? How can anything that we do as citizens, civilians, we're not like the other countries, bro. Like really, like being 100%, we're not like the other countries, and I mean that's the only reason why I think that we are a power is because we have guns. But when you look at the other countries, like I think it's Portugal and France, like the countries that don't have guns, they riot for real. Like they're really doing it. We don't do that, and we have guns. You know what I'm saying? But I think we also know as like civilians and citizens that it will instantly go to it'll instantly go to a war. It won't be nothing else. People are too fine with the convenience of life, and that's one thing I tell my son all the time. That's one thing I tell my family, and I mean just like mine, like my nation that I've started. Um, everything is hard. Everything, everything is hard. Don't think it's it's easy. If it's easy, most likely you're missing a. I'll never say this to him, but if it's easy, there's probably some kind of consequence that comes after it. And I kind of seen that today, which is like a little hiccup, but it doesn't matter. You know, that's just something else. You know, and I mean, I don't want to be. I don't even know how to say that. Like, I don't want to necessarily be the blame of of things, but I'm also fine with being the blame of things. I mean, I always blame myself for everything. Um, but when it comes to like my family, I feel like if things are going wrong, it's my fault. But I mean, I think that's just like from trauma. You know, I was listening to this guy. I can't remember what he was or what his title or his job was, but he was saying that he was talking about his clients that have schizophrenia, and he was saying that he was telling them to read Psalms, like I think it's 23, and when they would like read it or recite it, that the schizophrenia or whatever talks to him would just like freak out, but then it would like get quiet because he thinks it's a demon. And like when the people go to church and they hear the word, that whatever's in their head will be like, oh, he's lying and all this other stuff, like really doing that. And I mean, that makes sense. That's just random. That's just random. I'm always random. But I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff's been unfolding lately, and I don't even know if I can like really like go into like the events that's been going on lately. I mean, I could say my auntie died, but that's that. Um, but like the other stuff, like when it comes to like taxes and whatnot, there's so many things that I want to talk about my baby mom with, but I don't know how I would be able to if she could use that in court, like talking about her, like on a platform. And even though I don't get a lot of people watch my stuff, she could still use that as you know evidence of talking bad about her. But I mean, even if it is fact, it how can it be that not like a slander, on her end, or I don't know, because there'd be a lot of stuff that would bother me, and I'd be like, I mean, once stuff gets, I think, like done, done, and it's never gonna be done. That's it's not gonna get done until yeah, like my daughter is grown. Like that's the only time that's gonna get done. When my daughter hits like 18, and that's one thing. Like my daughter, she uh she wants to get one of her siblings, and right now she's 11. So I mean, I see it. Like that makes sense. Yeah, if you're older, you can get one of your siblings, and yeah. But you're talking about getting her at you turn 18. Then I tell my daughter, when you turn 18, you gotta have all your stuff together, like all of it, because once you turn 18 and you get one of your sisters, what happens when you need to move back home and you have custody of one of your sisters? That means I'm going to be taking care of you and one of your mom's kids. I'm not going to take care of any of your mom's kids besides you because you're mine. And I'm not with your mom at all. Like I got a whole wife. Speaking of wife, she has my last name officially. It is nice. That makes me feel really, really good. It's hard to it's hard to think that I actually gave my last name to a woman and that I'm married. Like it blows my mind. It really does. I I never thought, and that's the thing is I never thought that far when it comes to like life. Because I mean, if anybody years like any amount of years back, well, 5 years ago, So anything past 5 years, if somebody was to say that I'll be in this position right here and married to who I'm married to now, I would I would laugh. I would laugh very hard, completely. Like there is no way, absolutely no way. Cause yeah, I mean, I thought we was done for sure. I never would have thought I'd be married to my wife, moved, and have sole custody of my daughter, and my mom being sober. All these things, never would have thought about. Having a relationship with God and like talking about Him and things like that, never would have thought about it. Just because, yeah, I mean, shit, 6 years ago, 6 years ago, I was a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? So if you're telling me, yeah, in 6 years you're gonna be married and living in Seattle and have your daughter, I'd be like, yeah, f off. No, I'm not. Yeah, yeah, you will. I promise. I wouldn't believe that, and especially because of my wife's art history. I wouldn't have said that she's my wife. Not back then. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, granted, I've always had a spot for my wife, like somewhere in my heart, in my mind for sure. But I never thought we was gonna like ever get back together like that. I'm telling you, I feel like my wife would have been like ruling a country somewhere, like a small country, like a something. That's what I always felt. I felt like once as soon as I quit talking to my wife and she moved on when we were kids, I thought she was gonna rule a country. That's what I'm saying. I thought she was gonna take over like a little city in like I don't know Guam or something. I don't know, but yeah, getting married is something different. Uh, and I never thought that was for me. It's really sad how when you don't have when you don't have vision of life and you're when your outlook on life is so minimal and you don't know what's gonna happen or anything or even have a clue, how you just don't think of your future. You don't like, and it's scary. It's scary and it's sad. Um, I would say today is kind of weird. It's really quiet. It was a very quiet day. Um, yeah, I don't know. Kind of excited to go to work. Not gonna lie, not not beyond like super excited because there's nothing to do. But I'm excited to go to work. Being at the house and like just being at the house sucks. I want to get my license. I can't wait for like another like 8 months, like another year of like my credit like doing what it's supposed to be doing because man, I'm trying to get a credit card like it's got like 10,000 on it. I want like a 10,000, you know, limit on it. That's what I want. I want one of them kind of cards. I want to hit like a credit score of like 800, like 750. Cause I mean, I hit 730, but then it went down for a little bit. But I mean, still, I mean, that's cool. 730, 715, that's cool. Like right now, I'm at like I think 703. But we had got a credit card, but I think my credit will go back up, especially because, well, I know it's gonna go back up, but I just don't know how much. because me and my wife we got joint bank accounts now. That's cool. Got another credit card. Uh, so now my credit, uh, I forgot what it's called, but my limit of like credit, my credit line is 3,000, which is cool. Yeah, I wanna. Yeah, it's weird how stuff like linked up too, because I don't have a car. I like at all. I don't have a car. I refuse to have a car because I'm stupid and do stupid. No, actually, no, I don't do stupid stuff because I had a car for a while and I didn't drive it. So it's not that I do stupid stuff. It's a restraint thing and an adult thing. If you're not supposed to do stuff, don't do them. Simple, simple. It's like yeah, I had a car for I want to say probably like 2 years, and I just stopped driving it because yeah, I don't want to mess up my license any more than I have to, and yeah, but I'm gonna set it for 2 months. I'm gonna have my license, and that's like far end. That's far out. I don't even think it's gonna be that far out, but 2 months is my limit on my license. That's what I'm giving. Cause yeah, cause yeah, man, I wanna be driving by my birthday, man. Get a little van or something. You feel me? That's what I want. I'm gonna give me a van, throw some subs in it. Then when I go on like vacation or something, I take the subs out and just yes, subs in the van. Hey, I've seen it happen multiple times, and folks, it has little laps. I am really. I'm sad that my auntie died though. That's that's something different. I think it was just because it was kind of sudden. Yeah. It was for a while. Not her dying, but just like my cousins, like what's gonna happen with them. But I mean, we're all grown. You feel me? Yeah, we gotta figure it out. I want to go to a funeral, man. Like I do not want to go to a funeral. But I got to. Yeah, that's kind of looking forward to it. And then I know once I go to the funeral, because I'm gonna go. I know I'm gonna go with my parents. That's what I'm going with. And then most likely my daughter gonna be with me. So somebody gonna try and somebody gonna try and get my daughter and be like, oh well, let her hang out for a while. No, we got stuff to do. That's one thing. Yeah, the that's one thing too is envy. I was listening to some guy talking. He was talking about envy, and like you can be hated by somebody like that's like far away from you. Like you get hated on by like people down the street or like next city over. People that's like that don't know you. But envy comes from people that know you, and the people that know you and envy you is beyond dangerous because they actually know you, and it's really sad. That's what it is. It's sad. I had a question. Q&A sticker. What is that? But yeah, pride is one thing too. I really try to stay away from pride. And yeah, again, pride is just a killer. Like period. No matter how you cut it, you can't be too prideful in anything. And I don't think that I have a problem with it. There's certain things where I would say that I'm prideful in, but I'm very humble, and I try not to ever uh, hang out with pride, just because I know pride does. Pride is a lot like greed, um, and one of my favorite cousins. He's like my brother, dad. He said those are the only that's the only reason why he's ever went to jail was because of greed, and he said that he didn't have to do those things. Like no time did he have to because he was fine. And when I think about pride and like when I got in trouble, a lot of that whole situation was pride. That's all it was. It was pride, and I don't know. That's a that's something I really got to like sit down and like dissect. Probably, yeah. I wouldn't even do that on the video because it's too much to. That's something I would need to do with like a therapist or like a shrink or something. Like really like getting off my chest. Um, I don't know, man. I think I just feel that there's so much more that's gonna happen to my family, and I'm just kind of like waiting. Cause that's what I don't like. Because normally deaths they go in threes, and yeah, I've only heard of Auntie dying, so that's one person. I don't have dreams about my grandma no more. So, well, I do, but I don't associate those dreams with death anymore. And I think I've only had I think one. Um, yeah, man, I don't know. So it's a trip. Life is a trip, but there's always opportunity to change. Like seek the Lord. It is funny because I be making more lives than anything else, and they just be lives that just be me talking in my bed. And I wonder, like in time, will people ever watch these? Like, well, not people, but mostly my kids. Like, will my kids ever like run across these and watch them? I kind of want to take my oldest to the range this coming weekend. I don't know. We might just wait till my birthday or to his birthday, just so he can get some time with his Bob. You know, because that's very important. Man, I just I don't be understanding the nerve of some people, man. That's another thing. I think people be thinking that stuff be sweet until it's not. Man, yes, I think that's what it is. Yeah. All right. Praise the Lord.